Hello everyone! So my whole Agtube story starts on Christmas 2007 when I received my Betty baby doll. I didn't actually name her for 2 years, but I just called her my Betty baby, and I would take her everywhere. I took her outside and played with her all the time. At one point I even recall taking her to the grocery store. I don't really know why I did that, but I did. And then for the next 4 years I would look at the American Girl magazines like every day, and I liked all of it, but I especially loved Molly and her collection. So I would just look at the page about Molly over and over until Christmas Day of 2011. And this is when I actually got Molly. I was so excited, and I loved her so much. My sister Lizzie and I love to make crafts for our dolls, and so we really liked watching my Froggy Stuff videos. And one day while we were watching a video, on the side was a Basil Mentos stop motion. When we watched it, we loved it, and so then Lizzie learned how to make a stop motion and taught me. Since I was only 6 at the time, I didn't have a phone or camera, so I used my mom's phone to film. One of my first stop motions was actually about Molly going camping. I kept making videos and I loved it. And then in late 2012, an American Girl place opened fairly close to my house, so for my 7th birthday, we went to AG. I had been saving up my money so that I could buy Emily when we went, and it was so much fun. I really loved getting to pick out Emily. Fast forward a little bit till Christmas of 2012, when my grandparents gave me a camera for Christmas. It was just a tiny little camera, but it lasted so long I was actually using it up until a couple months ago. And now, skipping around just a little bit, my collection kept growing and growing and growing. And then on April 2nd, 2016, a day I will never forget, was the day that I created my YouTube channel. I had always wanted a YouTube channel, and I finally had one now. I was so excited. And only 2 days later, I was sitting outside and I had an idea. I decided I was going to make a medieval stop-motion movie. So I rushed inside and started working on the script. I was so determined to make it the best movie ever that it took me about a year to finish the script. During the year that I was writing the script, I hit 100 subscribers. I honestly could not believe it, and to celebrate, I hosted a contest. I kept making stop motions, and when I finished the script for my movie, I instantly started filming it. And again, about a year later, and 12,648 pictures later, I finished filming my movie. And next, all I had to do to finish my movie was edit. At the time, I was using my sister's laptop to edit. Since she had her own stop motions and things taking up space on her laptop, there wasn't enough space for me to edit this massive movie. And actually, it ended up kind of crashing her laptop, but thankfully we were able to fix it, but I still couldn't edit. And for a while, I had been saving up for my own laptop, but I wasn't anywhere near it. And so after hard work, I finally was able to save up enough, and I got my laptop. And then only a couple days later, I had finished editing my movie. And by this point, it had taken me almost 3 years to complete, and I was so excited when I actually got to upload it on January 6th of 2018. And on July 3rd, my aunt let me borrow her Canon Rebel T6 camera. I loved it. It was definitely an upgrade from my tiny little camera I had been using. She let me borrow the camera for a few weeks, and I decided to make the most out of those weeks. So I ended up filming about 15 stop motions. And then I got inspired to make a second medieval movie. So literally within 1 week, I had written the script, filmed, and edited the whole thing. Definitely a lot faster than the first one. And to make things even more fun and crazy, while I was in full production mode that week, Mixie67 was hosting the Sophie Awards, and I surprisingly made it into the top 5. And little fun fact, when I found out I made it into the top 5, I was actually painting a dungeon wall for that movie. After I gave my aunt her camera back, I totally decided that I was going to buy my own camera like that. And in November, I saved up enough money and I bought it. I was so ecstatic, and still am honestly. And after 3 years of being on Agtube and 7 years of stop motioning, here we are! And so I guess that concludes this video. That was my entire Agtube journey, and I can't wait for 3+ more years on Agtube.